Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining here us on the platform.
Good morning. It's nice joining this.
Ma'am, you have been associated with VES Business School since 2010. Kindly enlighten our viewers about your experience in the education industry and how has your experience been with the institute?
True, I am with VES for last 10 years and this is my 11th year with this institute. Now, as I would like to say that education industry has made a lot of changes in this one decade, and today post-pandemic it is absolutely a new normal, and that has affected our education industry too. But the thing is, what I would like to say is that education is a very promising and fulfilling industry, what I felt. Though it has, the best thing is that we can nurture the future leaders. And the thing is, within a very short span, when we see them grow, it is extremely rewarding back to us. So it had been a wonderful journey, and if you ask me, I am very happy to be in this industry. Though I had joined, I did not join academics at the beginning of my career. I was in corporate, actually a total shift change from, I was a lawyer with Calcutta High Court. And then probably I felt that on the time of work-life balance was not being okay with me with a small kid. So I came to education, but post that, I never held the desire to go back. It was so enriching and so fulfilling. I never felt that I wanted to go back to corporate anymore.
Ma'am, as the Associate Dean and Accreditation Consultant, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students and the faculty?
See, I'm the Associate Dean of Quality Assurance and also accreditation. And as I say, as an accreditation consultant, I give my expertise to many institutes who are going for NBA and NAC accreditation, to understand what basically, see, quality is a continuous process. It's a journey. It does not stop today. Today you attain something, and with that you raise your bar. So you need to raise your bar, keep on raising your bar farther and farther. So as a person of quality assurance, I try to ensure that there is absolute fulfillment of what we wanted to do, and creation of new, introduction of something more, something new, so that we go on attaining more and more. Now, what I say, the objective over there is that what are the best practices adopted by others, how much is it feasible in our circumstance, understanding that, developing policies, implementing them, and on a periodical basis going on monitoring both from the academic as well as non-academic pursuit, to keep on seeing how much have we attained, what had been the gap, then what more do we need to do.
Ma'am, what are the interventions and approaches you bring in apart from the curriculum to train and teach the students?
Now, as we say, curriculum is the backbone of education. So curriculum is something which is the prime focus, but we always believe that the students are not supposed to become rote learners. They have to have a holistic development. So with that, we have a very strong student-centric approach of teaching. Over there, we have adopted for last, I would say 2 to 3 years, we have adopted a concept called flipped classroom. Over there, what we do, we send our the session plan, which we call, to the students in earlier, and we divide the classes into groups, and we already distribute the topic that the student has to cover. So the system is, so student will begin the session with a 20-minute presentation about their understanding. This helps us in understanding what is their depth of knowledge, then how far do we need to take them ahead. So we are like, we are not teachers. I believe that we are facilitators in learning. So we are like top of cheese in that pizza, so that we can make it enriched more and more. Apart from this, as soon as the students join, we have a very strong concept called a sell-on. there what we do, we ask the student to procure products made by the NGOs, some handicraft things and something, and ask them to go and sell those products in unknown areas, so that they face the challenges, they negotiate, learn the negotiation skill, they understand how to close the deal, and the revenue that they bring back, we again ask them to, under the supervision of the faculty, we ask them to go and hand it over to the NGOs. So with this, what happens, they understand our social cause is aroused in them, and after they complete 1 year, we send them for a project, for an event called Yuva for Seva. So since they are all young youth, so we call them Yuva. So we send them for 21 days to work for different NGOs across India, under the monitoring and supervision of an NGO mentor as well as a faculty mentor. So we go on seeing what they're learning, what work they are doing, what more do they need to do. So with this, what happens is, we want to create them socially aware, understand what is the bottom of the pyramid. So when they become leader, they become more social aware, empathetic leader. That is our objective. So this is how we want to train them beyond curriculum.
How does VES Business School enhances the skills of the faculty and prepares them according to the industry standards?
As an institute, we are focused towards faculty development a lot. We have a lot of international tie-ups also, where we have faculty exchange, student exchange, as well as we have research program exchanges. The institute promotes a lot towards research and development. Means we have a reward system where faculties can, when they publish in good papers are published in good journals, faculties are rewarded for that. And not only faculties, even students. So students join hand with us to write papers, and they are given cash reward. So it acts as a motivation. And it is mandatory that every faculty have to participate in a faculty development program, some workshops, some training, and both national as well as international conferences. And the best part is, all the expenses are borne by the institute. This coming, going, stay, registration fee, means when it is international, you can understand the registration fees goes up to some 35,000. Everything is borne by the institute. So that itself is a step forward in nurturing and grooming the faculty to become abreast, understanding the contemporary practices. And moreover, for our board of studies meeting, every year we have it twice. Every domain faculty has to sit with an industry expert to understand the contemporary practices and the nuances that they are having, so that they can include those in form of guest lectures, in form of workshops. And with that, what happens, not only the student development takes place, even faculty keep on understanding what are the best practices that are going currently in the industry. So this is how VES is very keen towards both faculty development as well as student development.
Ma'am, what are the biggest challenges you see both for management education in general and for VES Business School specifically?
See, today I would like to say, you being at Collegedunia, you know how the B school has multiplied. I don't want to use a bad term, but it's a cancerous growth, as if. So many institutes, every nook and corner. But the thing is, what happened, today with Industry 4.0, we are not supposed to be with only theoretical imparting of knowledge. It has to be very, very practical. And rather, I would like to say, it has to be very innovative. And the institute has to adopt technology. So if many institutes are still with the old traditional pattern of chalk and talk, imparting lectures, but that actually is not the need of the hour. Moreover, with internet multiplying, penetrating so much, every information is at the flip of one touch for the student also. So they can very well acquire that. So I personally believe, and it is a practice in our institute, that we have to understand not to give a lecture, but to make it more interactive and participative. So every institute who has been able to understand this requirement will not face the challenge. I would say VES is very fortunate. As from 2015, I suppose, yeah, we have adopted analytics. And not only any specialization, analytics is imbibed in every specialization: marketing, finance, operations, HRs. In every area we have already included analytics, and we also conduct additional workshops on analytics. The objective is, with this, the student will be able to understand that how to work on a voluminous data. Today, as we all believe that because of globalization, entire world is a global village, and it's a humongous set of data on which they have to work. And the more, or I would say larger is the set of data, more is the precision or accuracy of their prediction. So for their competitive advantage and sustenance, that is a must. So as an institute, we have understood this, and I would say that we are very well prepared. The students who have passed out since 2017, because 2015 first we adopted this. So students who have passed since 2017, 17, 18, 19 and 20 would be the fourth batch of students who have got absolutely trained in adopting this analytics as part of their curriculum learning. So it is one of the advantage that we can have in facing the challenge of innovation that we might face.
Now, what are the challenges VES Business School and its current batch of PGDM faced during the lockdown period, and what developments have been introduced in order to take over the said challenges?
See, from ever since the admission also started little late because of this pandemic. As you all knew, that everybody was little skeptical that what is it going to be, we were not sure of. So with that, during this was the first year, probably our summer vacation was not a summer vacation. The faculty was undergoing continuous online training. Every now and then we were having training to because as soon as the lockdown was introduced, some of the portions that were left out, we had to continue those with Zoom. But then we decided that since we do everything in Google platform, Gmail as our main access area, so we want to develop everything through Google Meet. So we had our faculty training. Then some faculties became the mentor, and some faculty became the student. So it was a practice session among the faculties first. Faculty mentor would be giving us assignment, we will be submitting those, then they will be correcting and returning back to us, so that then we will become a mentor and we will do the same thing so we were on both the side, student side as well as the faculty side, kept on training ourselves a lot, because we were going to address the student for the first time whom we had not met physically. So that was a big challenge. And as a result, everything starting from our induction, everything started in online mode only. But we found that, as we said, that we were very proactive in taking feedback at a very regular interval. You would say after a week or after 10 days, our feedback was taken from our IC director, Dean Academics, that what the student feel, any difficulty, and even in between something called Mentimeter, with which we can make class more participative, and like that various things were going. Any faculty learned something, immediately one session is organized, that faculty trained other faculty. So the trainer was going on training the other trainers, so that we could become more savvy and start making the class more participative. So with that, what happened that challenges are there. I will always never say that challenges are never there, but the thing is, it's a learning, and I'm sure with every day we are going on maturing in this learning, and as the learning curve is going up, the hiccups that we had initial, we are able to take care of it to a greater extent.
Ma'am, the campus placement trends in B schools are changing. According to you, what impact has COVID 19 had on placements in Indian B schools? Also, what does the placement scenario post coronavirus looks like?
See, you are absolutely correct. Not only the second B category, the A category B school also face the same problem. Why B school? The engineering colleges also face the same thing. Students of IITs and IIMs have also got their offer letter, which was later on not acknowledged or turned down because of the pandemic. See, the thing is, everybody was hopeful things would be fine, but nobody knew the things would go like this. So in the process, what happened that the organizations, when they are not functional, they do not require you, then how can they recruit you? It was a tough challenge, but very fortunately, could be that has happened with many organization or institute, but somehow at VES we did not face much such problem in placement. Certain things we placed in case of our internship. Some of the internships were turned down, that because they wanted, especially internships like Amazon, they wanted the students to come, means physically come as operations people to come and work for their warehouse, which was not possible. So they told that this is not feasible. So other than that, we did not face much difficulty. Student, I won't say 100% placement has yet not happened. I think very small portion is left, and the placement process is on, and till now we are getting companies coming to conduct interview virtually, and placement is happening. So it's the average placement package has been good. The highest package has also been 15 lakhs, so it has not been very gloomy. But if you ask in general, it is a big concern, especially after this, because the after effect is the actual thing which you realize when it gets over. So pandemic has started and it is on. So after post pandemic, challenges will be there, because as we all know, the GDP has gone down very badly. That itself is an indication what will be the condition of the various industries. Even in every sphere, the contribution towards GDP is low. So with that, definitely as the industries would get affected, it will have difficulty. But if you ask me, I would say, excuse me, this is the right time when students need to actually churn out their own competencies and try to be more innovative in their ideas. And the campuses should actually encourage them towards entrepreneurship. Because with innovative ideas, it has been observed throughout the economy that whenever there has been a downturn, it is the innovation which has once again accelerated the growth. So this downturn of pandemic will also come out through some acceleration, through some innovation only. So I feel that this is the right approach: skill development, enhancement of their proper skill, motivating them. As India has decided to become Atmanirbhar, so I feel it's good if the student also develop the same thing to become more self-reliant. That will be a good answer to support the nation in the form of innovation and reduce the burden of unemployment and make the economy progress towards growth.
Ma'am, does the college offer post-placement assistant to its alumni? If yes, can you enlighten our viewers on that?
See, post-placement thing is probably, so far as our institute, we never had to take care could be because of two reasons. First of all, we are fortunate to be situated in the financial capital of India. So there is hardly dearth of much opportunity. A good candidate with good potential gets to make and is able to make through. But the thing is, as any difficulty comes, it is only then you adopt some new methodology to overcome that. Now, just as I say that as a quality assurance head, I always try to see what needs to be done in order to maintain and enhance the quality. Now, tomorrow, if we see our students are also facing a similar challenge of not getting or not having good job or looking for yet more option, probably as an institute we might rethink of why not give a second chance to the one, because throughout the year they keep on, the opportunities keeps on coming, but the placement does not happen throughout the year. So in the slack period, when there is no placement pressure, at that point of time, if it is possible, why not do something for your alumni? Because ultimately they are our extended family, so it would be a pleasure. Now since this pandemic has come, probably we might look into or think into this particular aspect.
Ma'am, what valuable advice would you like to give the students for them to have a prosperous career ahead?
I always tell my student on the very first day that you have invested 2 years of your time. So do proper justice to your investment in terms of time, effort, and money that you have spent. You have to be very sincere in all your effort and do what you love to do, because what you love to do, if you make that passion, so be very clear about your focus. If you are able to identify that, then that love and passion for work will not make you work anymore. You will be just pursuing your passion, and with that what will happen, you will make somebody pay you for the love of yours. So the work which you love, you will do that, and others will pay you for that. And at the same time, try to be an achiever and do not consider any obstacle as a hurdle. Accept it as a challenge to overcome. So if you are sincere about it, be happy. Try to make yourself happy, because when a student does good, we feel happy, their parents feel happy, but they are the happiest. So they should work towards their happiness.
That was a very beautiful and an insightful message, ma'am. I'm sure the viewers would gain a lot of insights from your words here. Thank you so much for your time here. It was really a pleasure having you with us.
It was my pleasure talking to you all and expressing my feelings and views which I have with the association I had for such a long time in this industry. Thank you, Sarvi. Thanks a lot for this opportunity given to me.